Man, this was a great week. I got so much stuff done. Did some homework, wrote a paper, uploaded a video. I did not. Hmm. Well, okay then.
Hey guys, back at it again with another video. I know I said a week, and a week was, I think my last upload was on Saturday, so I'm like a day late. Well, I really won't post this until tomorrow morning because, everyone's asleep right now. But I kid you not, I was ironing and I was like, oh shoot, okay, so this weekend was, I got some work done. I did my homework, wrote my paper, made a video. I'm like, oh shoot, I didn't make a video, but here we are. Thanks for tuning in again. This week, or this video, I'm going to be talking about the application process and how to get into USAFA. As you can tell by the title of the video, but let's get into it. So, the application process for USAFA is not like any other college. There's several, steps and several things you have to do to to complete your application. Like, for a regular college, all you need is your SAT and ACT and like a transcript, and you're done. For the academy, for all service academies, you need the usual SAT, ACT transcript, and you need some physical testing. So as you know, as you don't know, if you're not currently applying, you have to take a CFA, a candidate fitness assessment. It's basically a test comprised of things that test your physical ability, push-ups, sit-ups, basketball throw, and a mile run. And your application or your profile is based on how you do physically, how your grades are looking, and how you are as a person, like personality wise. So part of your application, it's an interview with the person, not your ALO, but like somebody else. They interview you, and then they kind of see how you are, because the whole application is based on a holistic aspect, as they say, of a person. Like, just because if you're like a 3600 or 36 or 1600, but you can't do a push-up for nothing, like, there's a good chance you won't get in. You have to be kind of level in everything. That's what kind of makes you competitive. So yeah, it's not like other colleges. It's pretty different, and this what makes it more challenging and more fulfilling. Once you actually complete your application. So the time frame for the application, it's I know I got my So there's a pre-application for the application, right? A pre-candidate assessment, and for that assessment, you kind of put in, your PSAT scores or your SAT scores, and some extracurricular activities and stuff, and they kind of judge you based off that. And then once your application opens up later into your senior year, your little bar will either say competitive or not competitive. If you're not competitive, they're gonna send you an email or a letter saying, okay, get this scores up and do this and that. And then once that starts up, that's when your actual application begins. So lucky for me, straight off the bat, I was competitive, so I just started my application as soon as I think it opened in August. So I had from August to November, and the whole timeline is it's called a rolling deadline. The simplest way to explain it is you apply based on when your application starts. Everyone gets their application at a different time, I guess. And if I got my application in August, mine is due in November. If you got yours in September, yours gonna be in December, stuff like that. It's kind of, it's a rolling deadline. Not everyone has different application times, and it makes it easier for them to you know, assess waves of people coming in instead of having everyone come at all the applications come at the same time. If that makes sense. Yeah, that should make sense, I hope. So I started my application in August. So I had August, September, October, November. I had about 4 months to complete it. And knowing me, the procrastinator I was in high school, I didn't turn it in until 2 days before. But like, yeah, it was an essay. I was having a hard time writing, but yeah. So the application starts whenever it starts to when it ends. You know, you would know in your portal when it ends and stuff, and you have like a check, like a list of things you have to complete, and as you complete them, the checkbox, you know, it would check it off for you, like your immunizations, your sizes. I believe you have 3 essays, but only two of them are required, and one is like just optional. I did all 3 because overachiever, and your CFA also it's also on there, and your SAT scores, and yeah, it's kind of straightforward. It's like as soon as you like get into it, like all the stuff on it tells you exactly what to do, how you get it done, and yeah, it's pretty simple. And also, one thing that's very important is a nomination. You need either a presidential, a senatorial, or a congressional nomination. I only applied for the congressional because I kind of knew I was gonna get it, so I applied for the congressional nomination. And I mean, I feel like I'm not really sure how the whole nomination system works, but I think a presidential nomination, like outweighs. I don't know how it works. You can kind of like do some research on that, or I can. I'll next video I'll probably talk about it more, but I'm not really sure how it is. I know like each senator or each congressman has like their top nominee. I don't know. I couldn't tell you, but you need a nomination, and you have to get that in, and what else? So, oh God. Okay, I got it. So, nomination, big thing. Your CFA is also a big part of it. So the CFA, like I said before, basketball throw in this order: basketball throw, pull-ups, sit-ups, push-ups, and a mile run. Um, they were sending like a sheet, or you can like kind of look up on the USAFA website of like what the minimums and the max are for all the events. Like for I know for pull-ups, um, the maximum for males was 21, and the minimum was 12, or the average was 12. And yeah, so it kind of like tells you how it is. It doesn't tell you like what to get, because like all the scores, like all your score is based off like your body type and who you are or whatnot, whatnot. But it's based off that. So you just go into the test like doing your best. I know a friend who he got like for the mile run, the average is like a 5. I'm not 5, but a 7, like 7:45 or something like that was the average. But he ran it over. He ran like a 8:01, and then they send it back. It was like, yo, you run again. So I think 8 is like the minimum. Like if you get above 8, they're gonna make you take it again. So they can take it again more than once. So they just like pick the best times or the best scores, and your ALO is gonna work with you on that too. Like I took it 3 times, because every time I would like get to the run and I'll just stop because I'm just so dead from all the other events. So yeah, so CFA is a big part. Your interview is also a big part. Like what my ALO told me was, for that interview, don't hold anything back. Like they're gonna ask you about the biggest adversity you've gone through, like about your life and stuff. Like be blunt. Like say stuff you're comfortable with saying. Like even some stuff that you're not comfortable with saying, but like it's personal, and like just don't try to be like too humble. Like like tell them what's up. Like give them the tea about yourself. Because that interview kind of like plays a big part of your assessment. So I got the CFA big part, your interview big part, nomination big part, which is like you need a nomination, and another thing is your scores. Basic SAT, ACT test scores. So there's not really like a set score. Like the average SAT score is like a 1390, I believe, and the average ACT is like a 29 or 28, I think. So it's not really like a requirement score, like score you required, you need, but you have to be competitive. I think on like the application it says over like a 1210 is a competitive. Like if you're not over a 1210, you're not competitive. Doesn't mean you want to get in, but like they usually take people who are like over 1200, and then people who are over like a 26 on a 26 27 on the ACT. Yeah, so try to get your scores up, and they super score, which is a good thing. They take like your highest score in like reading from like one of your SATs, and they match you with your highest score in like science and your other SAT. So it's like a super score, not just like individual testing score. They super score, which is actually a great thing. So this video is kind of running long. So one last thing I'm gonna talk about is the prep school. The prep school, you don't really apply for the prep school. They appoint you to the prep school if you choose to, take the appointment or not. The prep school is a 10-month program. It's more of a gap year. It's like a gap year with like school, basically. And I'm fortunate to have been going to the prep school, because I'm sure if I didn't go to prep school, I would be struggling right now. Because like right now I'm like cruising, I'm chilling. The classes we're taking now kind of took out the prep school to prepare us. So don't be discouraged if you get to prep school. Prep school is great. You get paid more. You have more freedoms, more like less responsibilities, and it's overall a chill vibe. I love the prep school. The only bad part that I see about the prep school is like, I mean, you don't graduate with the kids you graduate high school with. Like, all my high school friends are class of 23, and I'm going to be class of 24. You know how to endure, but that's the only downside I see about like being a preppy. I guess is like you're a year behind all your colleagues, but then again, your colleagues are paying for school, and they're broke, and you get paid more at the prep school. You get that bank at the prep school, man. You get paid good money. So yeah, and also if you end up being a preppy alpha squad. Okay, so that's the end of this video. I might just start uploading on Mondays now, or record them on Sundays and upload on Mondays. So yeah, I think I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do that. Let me write that in my planner. So guys, thanks for watching. I will see y'all next Monday. And leave a like, subscribe if you want. Please do. I'm trying to get big, kind of, sort of. But yeah, I will see y'all in the next video.